I'm going to start with actually the smallest one, which is the collapse of the New Republic. I've seen you've tweeted on this a little bit. What do you make of the Chris Hughes moves that led to the mass exodus from TNR?
Well, it's been a real big media story, obviously. It's kind of funny because it's a small publication, but it has a long history, and I think that's why it's kind of resonated a little bit. And you saw this sort of multimillionaire young person who got, Facebook guy who didn't have any background in journalism buy it up a couple of years ago, and today it kind of looks like a vanity project because he's now wants to kind of convert it in a way that the folks who've been there for a long time didn't appreciate. Now you can say this is a generational thing, a change versus resistant, staff kind of thing. But I think it goes beyond that. He clearly didn't sell, a group of very talented people there on the idea that what he was suggesting was substantive change.
Peter, there is a great writer by the name of Joel Kotkin. He's been writing a lot about the Trustafarians, a new American oligarchy just emerging from what he calls the bubble zone around Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
10 of the 29 billionaires under the world are under 40. 4 of those come from Facebook, 2 from Google, and there are a lot of many hundred millions of people out there, and they're buying up stuff, and they really don't know what they're doing. And media is particularly prone to this media property as a toy. Bezos hasn't done this, but a lot of them seem to be inclined this way.
Yeah, no, it's interesting watching Bezos because, in fact, that's the worry, right, is that somebody comes in without any background whatsoever and then wants to use it for his own purposes. So far, he hasn't done that with the Washington Post. In fact, he's given them a lot of running room to hire more people and get past the sort of rough times that they've had. I think the Chris Hughes example is one where, he didn't really seem to have a vision for the place or seem to understand what he wanted to do with it. If he wanted to create a new media kind of thing, something that's popular like a BuzzFeed or, some sort of a click-oriented kind of thing, he could have just created one from scratch. There's plenty of room in the media environment for that, and I think that's, some of my friends who do work at the New Republic say they were perfectly willing to be new media. They wanted to be more on the web. They wanted to be more relevant in today's media environment, but they just weren't convinced that he was very serious about what he was doing.